W8WKY.
The BeaconNet, a gathering of hams from around the world, will start on the system in 30 minutes. Come join us.
There is my girl. Good evening and welcome to the BeaconNet pre-show. My name is Dustin. My call sign is KD8EPC, and I'll be your net control for the pre-show and the big show tonight. I guess the whole show. So, let's see here. The BeaconNet is here every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. We start out taking some early check-ins here. I'll go down the list and talk to everybody and see if they're sticking around or not. And then we'll talk to you again at net time. Before we do that, we do a Mickey Mouse roll call. Go check out the net control team and see what they're all up to and make sure everybody's radio sounds good. So, before we start taking check-ins tonight, we're going to start out with that. Let's start with KD8SLG. Just Nick, I know you're down for the count, but are you out there? Go ahead.
KD8EPC, this is KD8SLG. Good evening, Dustin, and all the Beacon Netizens. Thanks for giving me a holler there, Dustin. I don't think I'll be around later on, but everyone have a good time and Happy New Year. KD8SLG, back to net control.
All right there, Nick, sending well wishes your way. I certainly wouldn't run a net without calling for you at least. You get some rest there and make sure you take plenty of medication. We'll say 73, and that's going to bring me down here to Nick at night, K8QKO. Good evening.
Good evening, Dustin. Good evening, everyone else on the net. I'm probably not going to, I'm just going to be in and out tonight as well. I'm kind of tired and want to catch up on some sleep. It was a busy day yesterday, but a lot of fun. And yeah, just kind of chill out and doing nothing today, which is awesome. Anyway, I'm going to go to bed here soon, and I will talk to you later, Dustin. KD8QKO 73.
Right there, Nick. Well, thanks for stopping by there. Happy New Year, and get yourself some rest, and we'll catch you down the log. All right, let's jump over and see what Eric's doing. VZA, good evening.
KD8EPC in the group, KE8VZA here. Doing all right, Dustin. I see Nick's down for the count. Sorry, Nick. Hope you feel better. Dustin, do you need me to log for you tonight?
I'll tell you what, Eric, I think I've got it handled for tonight, but if you want to sign up for any pre-shows in the next few weeks or so, shoot me a message there on Discord. But I've been warming up on the Boredom Breaker net earlier, and I'm focused and ready to go. So I am all set for tonight. I appreciate that. But are you going to stick around for the big show?
Roger, roger. I'll be here for the duration. KE8VZA, back to pre-net control.
All right there, Eric. Well, thank you so much for being here, and we'll look for you here in just a little while. All right, let's go see what Mr. Lucy's doing. W8HRF, I hear you've got a good alternate trivia for us, Josh.
KD8EPC, W8HRF, good evening, Dustin. Good evening to all the Beacon Netizens. I just put the finishing touches on the trivia, and I'm looking forward to it. It should be a fun one. And, yeah, sorry to hear Nick is down for the count. So we'll be thinking about him, and hopefully he gets better soon. So, all right, we'll talk to you in a bit. KD8EPC, W8HRF.
All right there, Josh. Looking forward to seeing what you got for us this evening, and thanks for being here, and Happy New Year. Let's go over to Miss Lucy now, KE8YUK, who's got our main trivia tonight. What do you know, Lucy?
KD8EPC, KE8YUK. I don't know a lot, but I know SLG sounds terrible. Definitely hope that you recover quickly and heal up. We are slowly getting over the cold we've had for the past month, feels like. And I'm not even at 100%, but it is not a good time. So whatever you have, whatever's going on, definitely well wishes coming your way. And main trivia is all set to go, Dustin. Back to you.
All right, thanks so much for being here tonight, Miss Lucy. We'll look forward to catching you here for the main trivia at the top of the hour there. All right, KI5DAY all day long. Alan, are you out there?
Kilo India 5 Delta Alpha Yankee. Hey, Dustin, yeah. I almost forgot today was Wednesday. I'm actually off, so I'm at home. So yeah, I'll probably jump on the net here shortly over on NetLogger here pretty quick.
All right there, Alan. Well, we're looking forward to you being there on the blue screen, and you're going to have to keep an eye on everybody in there because I don't have just Nick to do that for me. So we'll look for you there, and we'll call for you here in a little bit. All right, I picked up a couple off the blue screen and from the pre-show. I have Brad K0KDW. I have WB4AIZ. Chuck was in and out. I have Mr. Ray K5CFY in his customary 10th spot, and KI5TAQ Taco Tim from the Taco Truck. This is KD8EPC with the BeaconNet pre-show. I'm looking for check-ins. Please call now.
0 Lima Romeo Mike, Bravo 0 LM Kelly in Tulsa and Mobile.
Philly Bay KOK Foxtrot 8 Charlie Hotel Bravo. Craig.
All right, let me hold it up there for just a second.
Romeo Yankee.
All right, guys, hold the phone there. Let me make sure I've got it. All right, I already missed it. I've had some pile-ups. I picked up KC0 LRM Kelly and WA8KOC. There was a station I heard with the name Craig. Craig, I totally missed your call. Would you come back with it for me, please?
Kilo Foxtrot 8 Charlie Hotel Bravo. CF8 or KF8CHB.
All right, thanks so much, Craig. I should know that by now, but I don't. And then after that, I had KE8ZRY. I think that was it, though. So let me make sure there on that last one. That was KE8ZRY, right?
That would be correct, Dustin. This is KE8ZRY, Jeremy from Ashland.
All right, Jeremy, thank you for that. And for anybody who's used to just Nick being there, you got to slow down just a little bit for me tonight because I'm on my own logging. So, all right, we have a nice list of check-ins. Before I go talk to them, they'll let me take another round here. Stations waiting to check in, please say your call phonetically, followed by alphabetically.
This is November 3
Alpha Bravo 8 Mike Oscar 88 MO.
Gene in Killeen, Texas. I'll be sticking around.
KE8 QFT Fred in Medina.
All right there. I picked up AB8MO and KE8 QFT. I heard a station from Texas there. I missed your call sign, and then I had another 3 station I heard I missed your call sign. So let me start there. 3 station, come back with your call, please.
This is November 3 X-Ray Uniform Sierra. November 3 X-Ray Uniform Sierra. Gene in Killeen, Texas.
All right. November 3 X-Ray Uniform Sierra. Thanks for joining us there. We got you on the list. Let's see. I don't think I have anybody else here right this second, so let me go through this list, and I'll take some more in just a minute. Well, let's go up here to the top, KA0KDW. Brad, are you sticking around?
W8WKY.
Well, it's the Dustin Show.
That's a horrible parody of the Big Show. Anyhow, speaking of the Big Show, I'll be sticking around. K0KDW.
All right. We got you sticking around for the big show. We'll catch you at the top of the hour. WB4AIZ, Chuck was in and out. We'll wave a hand at him over there in Florida. Have a great night, Chuckles. And that brings me down to Mr. Ray, K5CFY. Sticking around for the big show, Ray?
'88 EPC in the net, K5CFY. Yes, sir. Definitely going to be hanging around and seeing what's going on. Anyway, back to you there, Dustin. K5CFY.
All right there, Ray. Looking forward to catching you there at the top of the hour. KI5TAQ, Taco Tim, sticking around for the big show?
KD8 EPC, this is KI5TAQ. Yes, I'm going to be sticking around tonight. Me and the taco truck is not moving tonight. So, I'll catch you on the top of the hour.
All right, very good there, Tim. We'll look for you at the top of the hour. KC0LRM, Kelly, good evening. Sticking around for the big show?
K8 EBC, hey, thanks for getting me in there, Dustin. No, I don't think I'm going to be. I got some laundry I got to do, and just I hope everybody had a happy New Year, and prayers to the people of New Orleans, and back to you, and I'll catch you Wednesday. All right, everybody, have a good afternoon. 73.
All right there, Kelly. We'll say Happy New Year to you. Prayers for the people there, and we'll say 73 and catch you on down the log. Have a great evening. That's going to bring me over to Fred, WA8KOC. Sticking around tonight, Fred, or just getting your parking validated?
Mr. Dustin, Mr. Radio today, huh? Handling it all by yourself, and I guess maybe this afternoon as well. Anyway, thank you for taking my check-in. I sincerely appreciate it. Wishing you and everybody else a Happy New Year in here. I'm just going to get my parking validated, and I stayed up way too late last night, 1:30 in the morning, and then got up and ran the barometer net this morning, a little bit over my capabilities. So I hope you have a good net this evening. I'm sure you will. My best to you and everybody else in here enjoying the net. Happy New Year to all. KD8 EPC, take care of yourself, buddy. Hopefully Mr. Nick, his ankle is going to feel better real quickly here. WA8KOC, back to net.
All right there, Fred. You know, I was not up all that late. I was up till midnight, and at 12:01, my head hit the pillow, and I was out like nothing. So there you go with that. But great to hear you. We'll stamp your parking pass for today, and I hope Nick's ankle gets better soon, because it sure is a whole lot more fun with him running the pre-show. Hi. We'll say 73, and we'll catch you on down the log, and that's going to bring me on over to Craig now. KF8CHB, sticking around, Craig?
Yes, I am, and thank you so much, Dustin, for running the whole show. Not just the pre-show, the whole show. I'm amazed. Happy New Year to all out there, and I will turn it back to you, KF8CHB, back to net control.
All right there, Craig. Well, I can't tell you the last time I've ran a pre-show. It's been so long, so it's been quite a while there. But we're happy to be here. We're having a good time, and that's all that matters. So we'll say 73 for now. Have yourself a great evening, and we'll catch you on the big show there. Let's see, it's K8ZRY. Jeremy, you going to stick around for the big show?
KD8 EPC, this is KE8ZRY. Good evening, Dustin, and good evening, everybody so far on the net.
Yes, I am going to stick around for the big show. I'm feeling pretty good tonight, so I can't wait to answer that trivia and hear what everybody else has to say. So I'll pass it back over to you and wait for the big show.
All right there. Well, we'll catch you here for a little bit for the big show, and we can't wait to hear what the trivia questions are either. We'll say 73 for now, and we're going to go over to the land of snow and maple syrup. AB8MO, how are you?
All right. Good to hear you, Dustin. Yeah, I plan to stick around. I'm doing okay. We got snow, and I hope just Nick is okay. I'm sorry to hear he's not feeling well. I will stick around. Back to you, Dustin. This is AB8MO.
All right there, Andy, and yes, Nick is a little broken right now, but it'll be better before we know it, hopefully. All right, we'll catch you for the big show, and I hope you're not getting too much snow. I know we had enough here that it froze the doors shut on my car, so I had to go out there and get those open. That was fun. So 73 for now, we'll catch you there later. Uncle Fred, QFT, sticking around?
Yes, I shall stick around there, Dustin. Hello, everybody. Get better, Nick. And that's it for now. KE8QFT.
All right there, Uncle Fred. We'll catch you here at the top of the hour. Next on the list here is N3XUS. Gene, you sticking around for the big show?
And Happy New Year. Yes, that is my intention on sticking around for the big show. Just kind of like doing some stuff on the computer right now, also looking at net loggers, looking at everybody. I'll try to stick around. November 3 X-Ray Uniform Sierra, clearing the net.
All right there, Gene. The big show starts here in about 13 minutes, and it looks like we might be pretty quick tonight, so we'll get to you, back to you as soon as we can. We're going to say 73 for now. This is KD8EPC with the Beacon Net pre-show. I'm at the bottom of the list, and I'm looking for check-in. Call now.
AF5ADE with KG5SYC, Nick and Sandy.
No, KC8FQV. KC8FQV. Good evening.
All right, let me tell you who I picked up there. I have KF5ADE Nickelodeon. I have KG5SYC Miss Sandy. I have KC8FQV Northern Mark. And then I heard somebody try to come in after. I didn't quite hear you. So that last station, would you key for a couple of seconds and give me your call sign a couple times again, please? All right, nothing heard there. Let's make one more call for check-ins before we go talk to these few that are here. Any other stations waiting to check into the Beacon Net pre-show, please call now. All right, nothing heard. Let's go talk to Nickelodeon. KF5ADE, sticking around this evening?
Good evening, Dustin. And the Beacon Node. Making medicine. Yeah, I can't say it like Nick can. So, yeah, we're going to be sticking around for the show. And Sandy was kind of curious if Nick's ankle is that bad off that he can't handle a microphone, or is that, in my wondering, it's because that's his foot switch that's messed up on his foot pedal PTT. Back to you, Dustin.
W8WKY.
Well, my understanding is, one, you would probably have to operate the foot pedal with the wrong foot, and secondly, I couldn't imagine the pain of moving around to try to do that. Our friend is not feeling, I don't think, as much pain as we would think, so there you go. I can't speak for him, but we're hoping for his quick recovery there. All right, Nick, we're going to go down here to Miss Sandy real quick, KG5SYC. Good evening, Miss Sandy. You sticking around?
This is KG5SYC, and yes, Dustin, definitely sticking around for the big show and all the comedians that are out there to light up the hour. And hope you all had a good New Year. We had a great one here. So we'll talk a little bit more to you in a little while. And there is such a thing called a regular microphone that Nick could use, but it might hurt his feelings to push it. This is KG5SYC. Back to you, Dustin.
All right there, Miss Sandy. Well, we know there is the regular microphones, but I'll tell you, we're just going to let Nick heal, and I'm going to cover for him here in the meantime. So, Nick, if you're listening, buddy, get some rest and have a good night. Next on the list here is the northernmost Mark, KC8FQV. Sticking around, Mark?
Yeah, we'll try to. As far as I want to, I will. So, yeah, we have snow up here, just like Andy does. Yeah, we have this cough or cold or whatever. Yeah, I took my pill tonight. I took my gemstone. Yeah, there's 3 of them I gotta take each 3 times a day, and they're hard to find. And they're easy to lose. And there's an inhaler I can do. I might go do another one of them. But we'll send it back your way, KCFQV. Send it back. I have no problem with the system. My system works good here. But some of the systems I connect to, I don't know, they sound like encryption. Illegal to be on with the FCC if it's really scrambly. Now I'll send it back, KCFQV.
All right there, Mark. We'll look for you again here at the top of the hour, and I'm glad to have you with us there. We're going to say 73 to you for the moment. We've still got plenty of time and empty lines to fill, so station's waiting to check into the BeaconNet pre-show. Please call now. All right, well, we don't like awkward pauses. This is KD8EPC with the BeaconNet pre-show. I'm looking for some check-ins. Please call now. Station that just tried to check in, I couldn't quite make you out there. I'd kind of cut your key for a second or two and try that again.
Mike 7 Golf Victor M7 GGV.
All right, I got you in there that time. Mike 7 Golf Victor. We got you on the list there. Good evening to you. Going to stick around for the big show starting here in about 7 minutes?
I won't be asleep by then. I was just listening to TJF scan function. I thought I'd say hello, so I guess it's an in-out thing. I just want to say hello to all of you and good morning, God bless, good afternoon. I don't know what time it is over there. But yeah, good luck with your net anyway.
All right there, Mike 7 Golf Victor. Well, thanks for stopping by there. Looks like Harry. We appreciate you stopping by the net, and this is the BeaconNet. We're here every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. I think that's early morning your time. I'm not real sure there, but thanks for stopping by at any rate. Appreciate you joining us, and have a great evening. All right, here, we're going to go over here real quick, and we're going to see what WHRF knows. Josh, good evening. What do you know?
KD80PC, W8HRF. Well, we had a pretty good New Year's, and went and visited some friends, and it was a good day. So, but let me think. I was thinking of some announcements for the club that we might be able to drum up here, just to get them out there. We got a monthly meeting coming up here on January 16th, the third Thursday of the month. I don't know if, last I heard, it might be at a different venue than the Wadsworth Eagles, because I think they're doing some renovations. So we'll have to see what the location is for that. But anyways, that's coming up on Thursday, January 16th at 7 p.m. And then if you're looking to upgrade, to get your license or upgrade, we have the license exam session for Wayne County coming up on February 1st. It looks like it's at Smithville Brethren Church. So that's coming up if you want to do an upgrade for your license. And just other housekeeping things that I can think of off the top of my net. I know Ray, K5CFY, has been listening. I hope you don't mind if I take the liberty, Ray. I know the Boredom Breaker net was looking for some NCOs. But if you're interested in being an NCO for any of the nets, it is a lot of fun. Just reach out to one of the teams that do net controlling for any of the nets that we have here on the W8WKY repeater. I'm sure, for things like the club net, and even if you want to do a trivia, I feel like, if I may take the liberty as well, Dustin. But it is it's a lot of fun. So if you're interested, there you go. So anyways, monthly meeting coming up in a couple weeks, and the license exam. Oh, and also for Winter Field Day, that's coming up pretty soon here. I know if you're interested, I'm going to let this drop for a second. I know that there's a couple of clubs in the area who are doing Winter Field Day. Sarah's not doing anything for Winter Field Day, but I know the Warren Amateur Radio Club out towards Youngstown is doing stuff, and I think Massillon as well. I'd have to look the details up for that as well. But Winter Field Day is coming up pretty soon, and also the VHF contest, the ARRL VHF contest, is coming up on January 18th. Again, Sarah's not doing anything for that, but it is a lot of fun, and you can operate from your home, I believe, for that. So just some things coming up, a lot of fun. I'm going to be participating in the VHF contest. Definitely a great way for technicians to get involved. So with contesting, if you don't have your HF privileges yet. So that's all I got, Dustin. I'll pass it back to you. I know we got a couple minutes left. See if we can get you some more check-ins. Thanks for running the net, Dustin. KD80PC, W8HRF.
All right, Josh, thanks for those wonderful announcements there. And the Border Breaker net's a wonderful net. So is our Beacon net here. And yeah, definitely a fun time, and we enjoy it there. So thanks again for that, and thanks again for being here tonight. And we'll look forward to your alternate trivia here in just a couple of minutes. With that, this is KD80PC with the Beacon Net pre-show. I've got a couple of minutes and plenty of empty lines to fill, so stations waiting to check in, please call now.
Kilo Charlie 8 Hotel Delta Papa KC 8 HDP Jerry in Shreve, Ohio. W8WKY.
We'll take them one at a time. KC at HDP. Jerry, are you going to stick around for the big...
I am sticking around. So good to hear you, Dustin, and thanks for doing it all by yourself. Back to you, KD8EPC from KC8HDP.
All right there, Jerry. Well, thanks for stopping by there, and thanks for sticking around. We're going to have some wonderful trivia, so we'll call you back up here. And slow turnout tonight, so we might beat you real quick. You're only number 23 on the list, so there you go. All right, with that, it's the top of the hour. I'm going to break for time. All right, good evening and welcome to the Beacon Net. Once again, my name is Dustin. My call sign is KD8EPC, and I will be your net control for the evening. The Beacon Net meets every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the W8 WKY repeater 147.390 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114.8. Allstar Node 48496 and Echolink W8 WKY-R. This is a direct net. All traffic must pass through net control, and all stations are welcome to check in. We'll take multiple rounds of check-ins, so if you don't get in the first time, just stand by and we'll get to you as soon as we can. We're linked in with our friends in Oklahoma, Fireside, and various other networks. We ask you to key for a couple seconds before and after you transmit, and make sure you let everything drop so we can hear everything you have to say. Before we start taking check-ins, is there any emergency or priority traffic? Please call now. All right, not hearing any emergency or priority traffic. If any does come up, feel free to pop in at any time. With that, stations waiting to check in, please say your call phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location. All right, nothing heard. I must have maybe got them all during the pre-show there. So I guess we'll just get our trivias and get this show on the road. Let's start here with Miss Lucy, K8YUK, for our main trivia. What do you have for us, Lucy?
I missed my handy-talkie at my spot. Hi, Dustin. Oh, Dustin's kidding. Thank you. Trivia is pretty short and sweet, but it'd be easier if I'm over at the handy-talkie. So one quick second, I'm going to switch over to that. Hi, K8YUK. Whoa. You can out it late. Saying the answer on the net, it does spoil it for people who don't know the answer, and they might jump on your bandwagon and kind of have that fun to get out of it. So no pressure, no one will be, but, oh darn, yeah, enjoy the game. Back to you, Dustin.
Lucy, I hate to do it, but I'm going to need you to come back in on RF. I couldn't understand a thing you said to me till right at the very end there, please.
All right, I have switched to the main radio. I think I just posted in the blue screen, so it should pop up. On what holiday does the ARRL's straight key night occur? Is it A, New Year's Eve, B, the 4th of July, C, Halloween, or D, none of the above? The reminder is just if you know the answer for sure, don't say you know the answer for sure. Just give your answer and move on, because if people don't know the answer, they'll just jump on your bandwagon, and that takes the fun out of just guessing if you don't know it. So just that reminder. Hope that came out clear. Over to you, Dustin.
All right, that one was much better, Lucy. We heard everything you had to say that time. Thanks so much for coming back to us, and I'm not sure what was up with that, but glad it's working now, and thanks for the wonderful trivia question. We're going to have to think about that. And in the meantime, let's go to Mr. Lucy, W8HRF, for our alternate trivia. Go ahead.
KD80 K80EDPC, W8HRF. Sorry about whatever the problem was. Also look at our Allstar Node. All right, alternate trivia. During the New York New Year's Eve celebration, at least 3,000 pounds of confetti is released onto Times Square. How is the confetti released? Your options are alpha. It's shot out of special air cannons called festivators placed around the square. Bravo. Volunteers are stationed on top of rooftops called confetti dispersal engineers, and they manually toss it into the air. Charlie, a giant confetti machine is attached to the tower, which the ball runs down and releases it as it drops. Or Delta, confetti bean, the legendary confetti gnome, sneezes it out at midnight. I'm going to let this drop and reread that. I also need to reword this because apparently I can't speak English. During the New York New Year's Eve celebration, at least 3,000 pounds of confetti is released onto Times Square. How is this confetti released? Your options are alpha. It is shot out of special air cannons called festivators placed around the square. Bravo. Volunteers stationed on rooftops called confetti dispersal engineers manually toss it into the air. Charlie, a giant confetti machine attached to the tower, which the ball runs down, releases it as it drops. Or Delta, confetti bean, the legendary confetti gnome, sneezes it out at midnight. I'm going to post this in the blue screen because it's kind of long, and you can look at it there. K80EDPC, W8HRF.
All right, W8HRF, thank you for that wonderful alternate trivia question. We're going to have to think about that for a while. And in the meantime, we're going to go talk to Brad, KA0KDW. Good evening, Brad. What are your trivia answers, and what comments do you have for us?
Well, before I get to that, I will say the preamble was entirely garbled as well. So before I give anything, how do you copy?
You're full quieting on my end, Brad.
Okay. I had switched my node from the hub to the backup node connection, so hopefully that fixes things for me at least. So with that, I'm going to go with D on the first one. And for New Year's Eve, hey, it's Transformers all over again, Josh. But for that one, I'm going to go with A. So we're going to go with duh for the trivia tonight. Otherwise, as I said at the pre-show there, Dustin, I'm hoping to hopefully get Allstar and Echolink on my system. Hopefully by the end of the week or this weekend. It's been almost a week-long process trying to get that done. So we'll be glad when that's all said and done. Otherwise, nothing else for the net. And I guess Happy New Year's to everyone. K0KDW, back to the net.
All right there, Brad. I'm sorry, I forgot to type your trivia answers, so I'm going to need those from you one more time. And I just had one more question for you earlier. I heard you earlier saying you're switching from ASL to ham VoIP, and I'm just kind of curious why, because I found that ASL 3.0 seems to be way easier to operate than ham VoIP. Back to you.
W8WKY.
DA, District Attorney, for my answers. And the one of the clubs I'm with, they're doing that. It's we've had all of our stuff running on ASL. I don't think it's ASL 3, but the one computer we have on ASL 3, or no, it's not. We don't have anything on ASL 3. But we've known a few people that are running their repeaters on both and have had better luck with stability on ham VoIP. And most of our big systems are on ham VoIP out here, and they have no issues, especially with the combo node, Echolink and Allstar. I don't know if they've ever fixed it with ASL 3, but Echolink does not properly interface with ASL. So when you get more than one person connected, it would get all garbled and messy. Whereas ham VoIP is properly interfaced with it. So that's part of the reason we're switching, and I'm sure there's other reasons I don't know about. So there's that. Anyhow, K0 KDW.
All right there, Brad. We got you down for Delta and Alpha, and interesting stuff there. Like I said, I've used ASL 3 on all my nodes now, and I really like it. So there you go. But you'll have to let me know how that goes there, and we'll have to catch up soon anyway. It's been a while since we've just sat around and had a queue. So, all right, next on the list here is Mr. Ray, K5 CFY. Good evening. Take it away. Uh-oh, let's try that again. K5 CFY, Mr. Ray, is still with us? All right, nothing heard. We'll come back to him in a minute. Let's go down to Taco Tim then, KI5 TAQ. Take it away.
Good evening there, Dustin. Let me get to the trivia questions first. For Lucy's, I'd possibly would go for A for starters. And then for Josh's question, I'm going to go for a C as in Charlie. And we will go from there. I'm going to enjoy tonight because tomorrow morning I get up and, shall we say, go back to the salt mine or go back to the playground. But not early. But then yet, once I do get there, I may not harass Alan because he's still trying to figure out a computer system. I know he doesn't like it. But who knows, he may think about picking up that tablet and, shall we say, throwing it to the ground and busting it. With that said, I'll send it back to Net Control. This is KI5TAQ.
All right there, Tim. Well, you know, sometimes computers aren't as smart or convenient as people would like them to believe they are. So there you go. We'll say 73 TF for now. KC0LRM and WA8KOC were both in and out. That brings me to KF8CHB. Craig, good evening. What are your comments and what are your trivia questions?
Well, I'll try. My Allstar link has dropped me 3 times, so I'm going to try B and C for the 2 answers there. Just a wild guess. And I don't know if this is going to make it through. It seems to be working pretty good. The timer's still clicking away. So we'll leave it at that. I'll get out of here quick so it doesn't drop off, but it just gets garbled and literally drops the connection. KF8CHB, back to Net Control.
All right there, Craig. Yeah, that seems to be a common problem tonight. I don't know if we're having internet issues or what's going on, something with the site or if the hub is just acting up, but hopefully we figure it out there real soon. I'm going to go back up here and see if I can't catch Mr. Ray real quick. K5CFY, you there? All right, nothing heard. We got his answers at Delta and Alpha, and we're going to go back down here now to K8ZRY. Jeremy, take it away.
This is KE8ZRY, Jeremy here in Ashland. Good evening, Dustin. Good evening, everybody on the net. Happy New Year. Hope everybody had a great evening last night, celebrating ringing it in. I had an even better night watching Ohio State beat Oregon. So it was good. Back to work tomorrow for a little bit. Maybe. I don't know. My coworker and I talked it over, and we may go in, we may not. Who knows? Anyway, for main trivia, I'm going to go with Alpha, and for the alternate trivia, I'm going to go with Bravo. Once again, I'll say Happy New Year's and 73s to everybody Have a good evening. This is KE8ZRY clear.
All right there, Jeremy. Thanks so much for joining us tonight, my friend. Have yourself a great evening, and I'll catch you there on Down the Log. Let's go over to the land of snow and maple syrup here. AB8MO, take it away.
All right, KD8EPC from AB8MO on Echo Stink. Yeah, it just, it's strange. I mean, most of the time it's fine, but then we get occasional convulsing real bad where it just things kerchunk like crazy and nothing gets through. So I actually just pulled the plug on 015 because nobody else has checked into the repeater anyway. And I figured it could kerchunk all day on my node. But Echoling's working okay. So good evening there, Dustin. Sorry to hear that just Nick's having a hard time. I don't know what's going on with that. But hopefully he's listening. Hello, Just Nick. We miss you very, very much. Happy New Year to all. I will just add to the Winter Field Day. One of the clubs I belong to, the Warren Amateur Radio Association, is definitely we're having one done. That's in Niles. There's one by the Parma Radio Club over there in Parma, Ohio, and actually a club that I used to belong to, the Geauga Amateur Radio Association, is also doing Winter Field Day. So is the Massillon Club and the Alliance Club. So you could go to winterfieldday.org to find out any information on that if you want to. I just treat it a lot like regular field day. I just like to go there and talk with everybody and eat the food. And I know at the Warren Club, we'll probably get a sandwich tray because the cabin that we stay in has a kitchen in the basement and a refrigerator available to us. So that's just the easiest way to go about it. That way, as people come at any various time, they could always get at least a piece of a sub tray and don't have to warm it up either. So anyway, I'm going to be participating in that in some way, shape, or form. So let me drop it a sec here. Alrighty, and going with my trivia answers, I like Lucy's addendum to Straight Key Night. I'm going to say even though it's not up there, I'm going to say Straight Key likes other straight keys. I like that one. And then for Alex, I'll go with, I feel goofy tonight. What can I say? I swear I didn't drink or smoke anything tonight, but I kind of in a goofy mood, I guess. We'll go with Confetti Bean for that one. So back she comes. KD8EPC, thanks for running the entire show. This is AB8MO.
All right there, Andy. Well, happy to be here, and we enjoy the Beacon Net. So, hey, if I run the whole show, I run the whole show there, and that's okay. I enjoy it. I hope you had a good New Year's, and I haven't drank anything, but I may or may not have smoked something funny this evening. We'll just have to see about that. We'll say 73 to you for now, though. Have a great evening, Andy, and I'll look forward to catching you on the log real soon. All right, next on the list is Uncle Fred, QFT. Take it away.
W8WKY.
Hello once again there, Dustin, and you netizens out there. I'd say that the answers to the trivia are Delta and Bravo, A and B. I say on the blue screen, people talking a little bit about computers. Well, right before I got out of the Army, I was introduced to computers. Keep in mind now, this is, back in the day, we didn't have computers when I went to school. I mean, wow, like if you ran a computer, you were really considered like a genius or something, Well, one day, they stuck me in this situation where they said, oh, you got to enter this stuff in the computer, right? And then gave you about a 5-minute class on the stuff, and I mean, I had a whole bunch of stuff to put in on that computer, and make a long story short, after I entered everything, I forgot to do one small thing, and that's hit enter. Hit enter on the computer, right? So I walked away and found out that half of what I entered wasn't there. And, I mean, like, it was just a headache, period. I look up and there's nobody there, you know? Nobody there to help me or anything. And, man, that was a heck of a time. But they did not laugh when I figured out what I was doing, and I made out the weekly football pools and printed them out on the thing. I didn't know they could go back and find that stuff. K8QFT, back to net control.
All right there, Uncle Fred. Well, glad to have you with us, and I got you down for Delta and Bravo there. So I'll say 73 to you. Happy New Year's, and good to hear you again. Let's go down here now to N3XUS. Gene over in Texas. How are you?
Good evening, everybody on the net, and Happy New Year. This is November 3 X-Ray Uniform Sierra, Gene in glorious Killeen, Texas. Hopefully I had a great first day of the year and a safe one. Bad stuff is behind us. Hopefully we'll just have good stuff coming forward. One thing I did accomplish in 2024 was during the early part of December, I passed my general exam, so now I'm keeping my original call sign, but now I can explore the world of HF. Everybody have a great night and a better tomorrow. Again, Happy New Year, everyone. This is November 3 X-Ray Uniform Sierra, clearing the net.
All right there, Gene, N3XUS. Well, glad to have you with us. And, you know, I think I may have missed him. Would you come back and give me your trivia answers one more time, please?
I missed the trivia question. Could you say it again, please?
Sure, no problem. I'll have them reread them for you. They earn their extra zeros doing that. Let's see, Miss Lucy, K8YUK with main trivia. Go ahead there, Miss Lucy.
KDABC, K8YUK. Josh is scrolling to make sure I have the right trivia. All right, main trivia. On what holiday does the ARRL's straight key night occur? A, New Year's Eve, B, the 4th of July, C, Halloween, or D, none of the above. And just a reminder, if you know the answer for sure, just give the answer, or just give the answer, and don't explain why you know it's the correct answer. That way people have a shot to guess if they don't know it for sure. Back to you, Dustin.
The answer to that question is December 31st.
All right there, Gene, stand by. We have an alternate question, too, and then I'll come back to you. Let's go over here to Josh now, W8HRF with our alternate.
KD8ECC, W8HRF. Tonight's alternate trivia question is, during the New York New Year's Eve celebration, at least 3,000 pounds of confetti is released onto Times Square. How is this confetti released? Your options are alpha. It's shot out of a special air cannon called festivators placed around the square. Bravo. Volunteers stationed on rooftops called confetti dispersal engineers manually toss the confetti into the air. Charlie. A giant confetti machine attached to the tower, which the ball runs down, releases it as it drops. Or Delta. Confetti Bean, the legendary confetti gnome, sneezes it out at midnight. I'm going to let it drop and reread this again real quick. Again, tonight's alternate trivia question is, during New York's New Year's Year's Eve celebration, how is the confetti, the over 3,000 pounds of confetti, released into Times Square? Your options are Alpha. It's shot out of a special air cannon called Festivators, placed around the square. Bravo, volunteers stationed on top of rooftops called confetti dispersal engineers manually toss it into the air. Charlie, a giant confetti machine attached to the tower which the ball runs down, releases it as the ball drops. Or Delta, confetti bean, the legendary confetti gnome, sneezes it out at midnight. KD8EPC. This is W8HRF. Back to you, Dustin.
All right there, Josh. Thanks so much. Now I'm going to go back over to Gene real quick. And, Gene, I'm sorry. I missed what you said about the first question. Would you come back with your answers for me, please? And 3XUS, Gene, are you still there?
This is November 3 X-ray, Uniform Sierra. Yes, sorry about that. I had to step away from the radio.
All right there, no worries. I was just asking for your trivia answers now that we reread the questions for you. I missed it when you came back before there.
No problem. My answer is December 31st for the key night.
All right, very good there. We got you down for New Year's. And all right there, Gene, thanks so much for joining us. We'll say 73 to you, and we'll catch you on down the log. Let's go over to Nickelodeon now. KF5ADE, take it away.
Good evening, y'all. We are on Echolink because other issues have been coming up, so I hope you have a good copy. Let me give me a second here. Dustin, are you copying us on Echolink? Okay, over.
I got you on Echolink there, Nickelodeon. Go ahead.
Very good. Okay, super. This is KF5ADE, Nickelodeon from out of Cibolo, Texas. But we are up here in Ohio on the RF, but yet we're having to use Echolink down here in the basement tonight. So with that in mind, let's get the trivia out of the way first. I really enjoyed the gentleman who said DA, Delta Alpha, for the trivia questions, and D for the main one, and Alpha for the alternate one. So that's what we're going to go with. We've been having a good time. We're getting ready to, in a few days, to vacate cold Ohio and head down to warmer San Antonio area, or Cibolo, and head home. So we'll be going home here pretty soon, coming up in the weekend. So we'll probably be talking to you again on the Sunday night out of Texas this time, or at that time rather. So with that, I'll say 7-3. Happy New Year, and Nick, I hope you get your ankle feeling better. Hope you can. I know you take the jeering from all of us. So take care. Thank you so much. KF5ADE back to net control.
All right there, Nickelodeon. Well, great to hear you out there. We got you on for Delta and Alpha, and sorry we didn't get together with y'all while you were here this time, but maybe next time there we'll get to have an eyeball QSO. But safe travels back to Texas, and send some of that warm weather our way here. We're going to say 73 and go down and talk to Miss Sandy now. KG5SYC, good evening.
This is KG5SYC, and hello, Dustin again. And, they say it's supposed to be warmer in Texas, but I think we'll only be warmer one day because we'll get in on Saturday. Sunday's supposed to be relatively in the 60s, but then we drop down to the 40s and freezing mark on Monday, from what I understand from the weather. So, and there's chances of rain coming in. So we might be tagging some of your snow and rain that you can attaching it to the airplane and dragging it into Texas. We could always use the rain and that. So, at any rate, and the only reason we pick on just Nick is because we love him so much, you know. I mean, he should be able to know that he's totally loved when somebody picks on him like that. If he doesn't know that, he does now. At any rate, get well, Nick. We miss hearing you on the net. And as far as trivia, my name is going to be A, and my secondary is going to be C. And so we're going to go to air conditioning, which you guys don't get a lot of. At any rate, those are my answers, A, C, or trivia. And we'll turn it back to net control. This is KG5 SYC.
All right there, Miss Sandy. Well, it's great to hear you out there. As always, we got you down for A and C, and I'll tell you what, I can't wait for Nick to get better either, because I know nobody wants to listen to me for an hour and a half every Wednesday, and so there you go. So we want him back there, because I'd rather have him logging anyhow. He's better at it than I am. So 73, safe travels to you and Nickelodeon, and I hope you get some warm weather and not too much of that cold stuff. So 73, we'll catch you down the log, and that's going to bring me to Northern Mark, KC8FQV. Take it away. One more time, KC8FQV, Northern Mark, you there?
All right, KC8FQV. Straight key night is on New Year's Eve. Or, New Year's Eve. And the other one is manually having people release it from on top of the buildings. So having people manually dump it out. So KC8FQV, back to net control.
All right there, Mark. We got your answers down, and it's great to hear you out there. We're going to say 73 to you. Have a great evening. That's going to bring me back over here to Shreve. Let's talk to Jerry. KC8HDP, how you doing?
Good evening, Dustin, and everyone on the net. Well, I better answer the trivia questions before I forget. For the main one, I'm going to go with Alpha, and I should feel like I should know that, but I don't do code, and so I don't. But I should know it anyway. But anyway, I'll go with Alpha, and I'll go with Alpha for the alternate trivia as well. Well, I hope everyone had a really great New Year's, and hope the rest of the year goes great as well. Don't really have anything else, so I'm going to send things back your way, Dustin. KD8EPC in the net from KC8HDP. Happy New Year and 7-3.
All right there, Jerry. Well, great to hear you as always. We got you down for double A's, and we're going to say 73 and Happy New Year to you too, my friend. All right, Jerry, KC8HDP was the bottom of the list. This is KD8EPC with the Beacon Net. I'm looking for some more check-ins. Please call now.
Romeo, Kilo, Tulare, California, James.
This is Kilo 6 Kilo Julie Victor, Kilo 6 Kilo Julie Victor, Kevin in Valley Springs, California.
All right, I picked up a couple there. The first one I missed most of your call sign. All I got was Romeo Kilo, so you're going to have to key for a couple of seconds and come back and give it to me. And then I picked up Rev Kev, key 6KJV. So That first station there, Romeo Kilo, would you come back with your call, but key for a couple of seconds and then give it to me a couple of times?
Kilo, Yankee, 4, Tango, Romeo, Kilo, Y, 4, T, R, A, Tulare, California.
All right, let me just confirm that one more time there. It's Kilo Yankee 4, was that Romeo Tango Alpha QSL?
Tango, Romeo, Kilo, Tango, Romeo, Kilo, TRK.
All right, I got you now. KY4 Tango Romeo a Kilo. Sorry about that. We'll be right back to you. Actually, it's your turn, James. Go ahead.
Well, I just happened to be strolling through some cities here in my hometown here in Tulare, California, and I ran across you guys, and I heard the net going, I'm going to jump in on it. And I think I'm going to take the double A's on the questions for the evening myself. Cheers to everybody, and at least I found an Echolink net that's on a frequency that I can reach. Cheers to everybody, and wish you all a great New Year's.
All right there, James. We're glad to have you with us. We got you down for double A's, and this is the Beacon Net. We're here every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. We originate from the W8 WKY repeater in Northeast Ohio, but we're broadcast all around on different networks around the country, so lots of places you can find us. Echolink W8 WKY-R, Allstar 48496. You can also find us on the Boredom Breaker Hub, Fireside, and just various other networks all over the place. So come and find us if you can every Sunday and Wednesday, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. So we'll say 73, catch you there down the log, and let's go back to RevKev, K6KJV. How are you, Kevin?
Well, hello, Dustin, and everybody else on the net. This is K6KJV here in Valley Springs, California, and I'm doing all right. Sounds like everybody else is doing all right. And just a little tidbit of info. I had problems with Allstar. I was trying to hook up with the Boredom Breaker hub, and it was all packet lost and garbled and everything. So I'm on Echolink just like everybody else. So if that helps y'all out, hopefully it does. Trivia. Well, you know, the real answer's not on there. Just between you and me, it was actually Colonel Cornwaldo Bean and his swarm of drones that takes and does the confetti. Okay? But that's a secret now. And they blame it on the gnome there. The confetti bean gnome. That's between you and I, though. So my answers are going to be double D's, Delta and Deltas. So with that, I will say God bless, 73, and back to net control from K6KJV. It's all yours, Dustin. Take it away.
All right there, Kevin. Well, great to have you with us. And there's always a backup hub you can connect to if you can't connect to us. And if you shoot me an email, I will send you that information so you can connect directly to this repeater, and then you shouldn't have too much packet loss. But I've got you down for the Cornwaldo drones and double D's there. So great to have you with us. And we're going to say 73 to you for now, and have yourself a happy New Year and a great night. This is KDEDPC with the Beacon Net. I'm at the bottom of the list, and I'm looking for some more check-ins. Please call now.
Kilo Juliet 5 Bravo Whiskey Bravo. Kilo Kilo Juliet 5, Bravo Whiskey Bravo, Willie, mobile station currently in Belton, Texas.
Here is Victor Yankee 1, Mike Golf Sierra, VY1 MGS, Yukon Mike, greetings all.
All right, we picked up 2 there. We have KJ5 BWB, Willie Mobile there. We'll be right to you. And we have VY1 MGS, Yukon Mike. Let's start here with Willie, KJ5 BWB. Good evening. How you doing?
Well, good evening to you and everyone else on the Beacon Net. KJ5 BWB here. Thanks for taking my check-in. Mobile station currently. I'm actually leaving my friend's house. Went and saw him. First time I've seen him since last year. Hi. So we're talking about a little bit of everything. Drones and cybersecurity and cryptocurrency and just trying to solve the ways of the world. So headed home now. Anyways, just want to say Happy New Year's to everyone. Hope all are doing well. And good to hear a bunch of activity on the radio. So I'll send it back to you, and thanks for taking my check-in this evening. Kilo Juliet 5, Bravo Whiskey Bravo, back to net control.
All right there, Willie. We'll be with us there this evening, and thanks for joining us on the Beacon Net. Before you go, did you happen to hear our trivia questions?
Got a 35, back to 5, Dave.
All right, I don't know what that was, but we'll try to come back to you here. You can feel free to recheck if you'd like. All right, I'm going to stand by and let everything drop real fast. Now I'm going to go down here and let's talk to Yukon Mike, VY1 MGS. How you doing?
VY1 MGS returning. Greetings, Dustin and Nick and everyone else on that. Good to hear you. Bit of a latecomer today. Just had finished a late dinner with the family here. Got some. My wife made some black paneer, and I made some sourdough naan bread. Fresh off the stone in the pellet grill, but it's minus 22 degrees Charlie. It's a bit chilly out there for grilling. That's about pretty close to minus 10 degrees offshore. Looks like we're headed down to minus 30 degrees Charlie tonight. I think that's where we minus 30, minus 22 degrees Foxtrot. Right? Well, Happy New Year's to everyone. Things are good here. I again am late to come, so don't know the trivia questions. I'll go for double C on a blind guess. Thanks for taking my check-in. How was Dustin? How was your New Year's? Back to you from Victor Yankee 1, Mike Golf Sierra. Thanks for doing it.
All right there, Mike. Well, first of all, let me say it's great to hear you as always out there. And I've got you down for double C's, but if you'd like, I'd be happy to have the trivia questions reread again. And all is well in the world here. I am a little bummed my partner in crime, just Nick, is out of commission for a while, so it's just me tonight, but we're having a good time here. But I do have Josh and Lucy on the trivias there, so they've got my, which is a good thing. But would you like us to reread the trivias for you? I'd be happy to do it.
I would take you up on your kind offer. Yes, please, and thank you to all involved. Back to you, Dustin from VY1MGS. Hope Nick feels better.
All right there, Mike. Well, we'll come back to you here in just a minute. And we're going to go up here to K8YUK, Miss Lucy, for the main trivia question. Go ahead there, Miss Lucy.
KD8ABC in the net. Here's your main trivia. On what holiday does the ARRL's straight key night occur? A, New Year's Eve, B, the 4th of July, C, Halloween, or D, none of the above. That's your main trivia. Back to you, Dustin.
All right, thanks so much, Miss Lucy. Remember to remind me to add an extra 0 to the paycheck there. Let's go over to W8HRF now, Mr. Lucy, for the alternate trivia. Go ahead.
KD8EPC, W8HRF. Tonight's alternate trivia question is, during the New York New Year's Eve celebration, at least 3,000 pounds of confetti is released onto Times Square. How is the confetti released? Your options are alpha. It's shot out of a special air cannon called festivators placed around the square. Bravo. Volunteers stationed on rooftops called confetti dispersal engineers manually toss it into the air. Charlie, a giant confetti machine attached to the tower which the ball runs down, releases it as it is dropped. Or Delta, Confetti Bean, the legendary confetti gnome, sneezes it out at midnight. Again, I'm going to let her drop and give you just the options again real quick. Your options are alpha. It's shot out of special air cannons called festivators placed around the square. B, volunteers stationed on rooftops called confetti dispersal engineers manually toss it into the air. Charlie, a giant confetti machine attached to the tower which the ball runs down, releases it as it drops. Or Delta, Confetti Bean, the legendary confetti gnome, sneezes it out at midnight. W8HRF, back to KD8EPC.
All right there, Josh. Thanks for the wonderful trivia question. Let's go back over here to Mike now. VY1MGS, take it away.
VY1MGS returning. Well, thank you. And thank you. And thank you. Thanks for rereading the questions for me. Good questions indeed. For Charlie for the first question and Alpha for the second. Appreciate it. Happy New Year, everyone. All the best. Big radio wave from Yukon. Back to Dustin from VY1MGS.
W8WKY.
All right there, Michael, VY1MGS. Well, thanks so much for joining us there. And you know what? Sometime I'd like to have a QSO with you and hear all about what it's like to live there in the Yukon. So you let me know, and I'd love to do that sometime. So I'll say 73 to you. Have a great night, and we'll catch you there down the log. This is KD8EPC with the Beacon Net. I'm at the bottom of my list, and I'm looking for some more check-ins. Please call now.
Kilo 6, Uniform Lima Charlie, KK6UOC, Mike in Lawton, Nevada.
Here he is. November, Uniform 5 Delta, NU5D. Steve, Gatesville, Texas. Just checking in.
All right, we picked up two really good ones there. We have KK6ULC, Mike over there in Nevada, and then we have NU5D, Steve in Texas. So let's start with Mike. KK6ULC, take it away.
Hello, everybody. BeaconNet. Happy New Year to everybody. Nice to hear you all out there. I haven't been on this net for quite a while. And my answers would be A and D. A is the Buchanan, and D, none of the above. Other than that, I've been sick for the last week. I don't know what it was. Not feeling very good. But today was one of the first days I felt better. Hopefully everybody has a good Happy New Year. Thank you for doing the net. Again, this is KK6ULC, Mike Laughlin. Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right there, Mike. Well, thanks so much for joining us. We got you down for A and D, and we certainly appreciate you being here. So we'll say 73, Happy New Year, and have a great evening. And that's going to bring me back over here to Texas. We're going to talk to Steve. NU5D, good evening. How are you?
Well, hello, Eric, and the rest of the net. All is well. Getting a little bit cooler in Texas. I think we made it down to 38 Fahrenheit last night, in the mid-50s this afternoon. Everything's going well. Puppy dog did not like the fireworks much at all New Year's Eve, but that was about the worst of it. She's had to sleep in as did the rest, although we went to Mass this morning. Other than that, well, great net, and heard a Morse ID, something Oscar Fox Kilo, come through the link. Anyhow, 7-3, and I'll be, I'll probably stay for the net in U5D.
All right there, Steve. Well, you're a little late for the party for the pre-show. We're just about to wrap the net up here in a couple of minutes, and just one correction: you've got Dustin tonight. Eric's the Sunday night pre-show there. But yeah, it's good to hear you out there. And sorry the pup didn't like the fireworks there. That's always kind of a bummer. Mine's not a big fan of the big booms either, so I get it. She definitely hides under the bed or in the wherever she can. So great to have you with us. Always a pleasure, and thanks again for linking up the Texas crew. We really do appreciate it there. All right, Steve is the bottom of the list as it stands. This is KD80PC with the BeaconNet, and I'm looking for some more check-ins. Please call now. All right, might be a quick one tonight. Let's go back up here to the top. Let's see what Eric's doing. KE8VZA. How are you, Eric?
KE8EPC in the group. KE8VZA here, activating couches on the air. Got my eyeballs on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Dave Matthews Band is up right now. That's pretty cool. Anywho, holidays were good. Visited with the family. I had a sister and her daughter up from Virginia, and my brother came in from Tennessee for a day. And let's see what else. Sister and her family from Toledo came in for Christmas. So that was cool. Family friend of the family's mother had passed away, so her funeral was Monday. So that was kind of a downer, but I got to see some people at the funeral I hadn't seen in a long time. So that was a silver lining there. But kind of getting my mind ready to jump back into the fray that is the big W tomorrow. I might need a nap, I think, because I'm still recovering from this Christmas crud. I'm pretty well recuperated, just my energy isn't back where it needs to be yet. And I might have to find a place to hide tomorrow for 10, 15 minutes. Anywho, just don't repeat that to anyone. But trivia, I'm going to go with double D's. This is KE8VZA, back to net control. Happy New Year, everyone.
All right, Eric. Eric. Well, my condolences for your loss there, but good you got to see some people, and I'm glad you had a good holiday otherwise there. And yeah, the Big W is no fun. I finally got something, so I go back Friday to the Big W, and that was 2 weeks off, so that's going to be interesting to say the least. We'll say 73 to you. Have a great evening, and we'll look forward to catching you down the log. Let's go talk to the lonely KI5DAY, Alan and Larry. How are you?
KI5DAY. Sorry, I was over here in La La Land. I was posting a couple of pictures of my doppelganger and I on Discord. It's kind of funny. Yeah, everybody has a doppelganger. One of my friends found my doppelganger on Facebook, and Larry thinks it's funny. But anyways, what was I going to say? My answers for trivia, I guess D, because that's the only way to go tonight. I was trying to think of Cornwaldo Fetty, I think it was. Anyways, like I said, I haven't read the questions in a few minutes, but it was pretty clever. I think it was Cornwall. I can't remember what it was now. I looked off from the screen too long, but yeah, just taking it easy. Still trying to get to feel better. I'm not feeling all that great, but I got to go to Big W too. So I think after the net, I'm just gonna chill, relax, watch some TV, and hopefully fall asleep. I'll probably take some relaxium sleep so I can actually sleep, because I need to. Hopefully we'll get past this crud, whatever this is, so that limited this drop. I was reading Eric's episode of Doppelganger in high school. He said his doppelganger was the George McFly of our high school. That ain't right. Anyway, it's all good. But yeah, we're in the net tonight. Sorry, Nick's out of commission right now, but hopefully that'll be a speed turn. And sometime when I'm feeling a lot better, I will definitely jump in there and do net control for the Beacon Net for the first time. It would be a lot of fun. So with that, I'll shoot it back to you. Say 73, 5 to gate 1.
All right there, Alan. Well, great to have you with us, and sorry you're still not feeling that well, and I hope that you're feeling better soon there. Man, sorry you got to go back to the Big W. I hope you have a good day there tomorrow, and like I said, I go back there Friday. So great to hear you, 73, and we'll look forward to catching you there again down the log real soon. All right, let's go over here real quick. WHRF, give me your main trivia answer.
All right, Dustin. I am not sure. I think I'm going to go with Bravo. KD8EPC, W8HRF.
All right, we got you down for Bravo, and I'm going with double D's there. Let's go over now to KEYUK, Miss Lucy. Give us your comments, and then give us the main trivia answer, please.
W8WKY.
KD8APC in the net, KE8YUK. Hi, everybody. Happy New Year. Betty is fantastic. She was spoiled with way, way, way too many Christmas presents. And to the degree that we had to make her open Christmas presents because she just wanted to play with the present she had just opened. And we had to make her open more presents so that she could finish opening the presents and people could go home. But she had a pretty good Christmas. She likes running around with her keycats and dancing to her music and eating her food, particularly cookies. Big fan of cookies and cake. Lots of desserts, and she's having the time of her life. Doesn't quite understand the whole big sister job yet, but that's fine. She's got time to adjust. And we've just been hanging out, hosting parties. We got to have my siblings and their significant others over for New Year's Eve, and that was a lot of fun. And we're slowly feeling better from the cold we've been fighting, so overall it's been pretty darn good. I'm going to let it drop. Oh, I forgot. My alternate trivia will just be D, and I'm going to let it drop, and I'm going to read the main trivia. KE8YUK returning. All right, on what holiday does the ARRL straight key night occur? A, New Year's Eve. B, the 4th of July. C, Halloween, or D, none of the above? Yeah, pretty good spread. Thank you for everybody kind of minding your business and making sure you're just sharing the answer that you want to share and not why you're right. I'm sure a lot of people actually did know this answer, but some people did not. The answer is, in fact, A, New Year's Eve. I was hoping it would be a little bit of a red herring because we just had New Year's Eve, but it is, in fact, New Year's Eve, December 31st. Straight Key Night is held every January. Wait a minute. Hold on. I did this wrong. It's held every January 1st from 1000 UTC through 2359 UTC. So that would be, am I not wrong? If it's January 1st, it would in fact be New Year's Day, not New Year's Eve. So it means D is right. So I've been wrong this whole time. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't put that together until just now. So surprised, it is actually D, even though I thought it was A myself. Anyway, this 24-hour event is not a contest, and that's what they all say. Rather, it is a day dedicated to celebrating our CW heritage. Participants are encouraged to get on the air and simply make enjoyable conversational CW Q-says. The use of straight keys or bugs to send CW is preferred. As far as the blue screen goes, apparently they are not double-checking that you have to make contact with the straight key. There are no points scored, and all who participate are winners. That said, you are supposed to submit your logs for scoring. Again, not a contest. And you can vote for best fist and most interesting QSO. So, again, take that how you will. But, again, it happens every January 1st. So it is, in fact, D, not A like I thought it was. Back to you, Dustin.
All right there, Miss Lucy. Well, thank you for doing the main trivia, and I'll tell you what, that makes my guess right. I'm 1 for 1 so far. There you go. Thanks again, 73. Happy New Year, and have a great evening. Well, let's go over to Mr. Lucy for the alternate trivia, but before that, I need your comments there. W8HRF, what do you know?
KD8EPC, W8HRF. I had a good time last night grilling up some chicken. And, well, we grilled half of it and then air fried the other half just to see if there would be a difference. I didn't notice much of a difference. But both, it gave me an excuse to go out to the grill on January 1st in the rain and grill chicken. We have a nice, what's it called? Just an overhang, I guess, over our front patio, an awning. And so I can grill any day of the year that I want because I'm fine and the grill's out in the elements. And so it works out well. So we got some, what are the different sauces? Asian Zing, mango habanero, and then just like medium sauce and Sweet Baby Ray's, I think. So got some Buffalo Wild Wing sauce there. That turned out pretty good. And got some pizza, and Lucy made buffalo chicken dip, so it was good. Buffalo chicken dip is not a great idea for the lactose intolerant, by the way. Ask me how I know. She made me a little non-dairy version, which was not as good, but it was still good. It was still fine. So, anyways, it was a good New Year's Eve. So, all right, I'm going to let this drop, and I'm going to go ahead and reread trivia. All right. Tonight's alternate trivia. During the New York New Year's Eve celebration, at least 3,000 pounds of confetti is released into Times Square. How is this confetti released? Yeah, pretty decent spread. Actually, a lot of people went for Alpha. Your options were A, it is shot out of special air cannons called festivators placed around the square. B, volunteers stationed on rooftops called confetti dispersal engineers manually toss it into the air. C, a giant confetti machine attached to the tower, which the ball runs up and down and releases it. Or D, a confetti beam, the largest, the legendary confetti gnome sneezes it out at midnight. The answer was Bravo. I think there was only 2 guesses with Bravo. A couple of them. Volunteers actually drop it manually. At least 3,000 pounds of confetti is dropped onto Times Square at midnight as part of the tradition overseen by a gentleman called Treb. Heining, I believe is how you say his name, and he's been involved since 1991. Treb is a professional balloon artist and event visionary. I didn't know that was a job title. He developed the iconic confetti blizzard, an effect that transformed the ball drop into the dazzling spectacle it is today. His involvement began when the Times Square Business Improvement District sought to revitalize the area in the 1980s, envisioning a family-friendly event to ring in the new year. At first, Treb hesitated to commit to the Times because of Times Square's rough condition at the time, but his confetti concept proved transformative. During the inaugural drop, the vivid cascade of confetti helped reimagine the square as a vibrant destination. Now a team of 100 confetti dispersal engineers, as he calls them, tosses the confetti from rooftops of 8 buildings. Let me let this drop. So, they drop it from 8 different buildings by hand, and it creates the signature blizzard. Some confetti pieces include messages of hope collected from visitors and online submissions. Treb's creative genius shaped numerous high-profile events, including Super Bowls, political conventions, and the Olympics. He also designs balloons for Disney parks, and runs 4 private corporations. He considers New Year's Eve confetti drops to be a career highlight. Anyways, that is today's trivia question. KD80PC, W8HRF. Thanks, Dustin.
All right there, Josh. Thanks again for doing that, and thanks for another wonderful alternate trivia. We really appreciate it, and I'll look forward to having you be my wingman next Wednesday night there. We're going to say 73 to you for now. That was the bottom of the list as it stands, and that was the trivias. So we're going to go down here, and we're going to make another call for check-ins before we shut this thing down. Any other stations waiting to check into the Beacon Net, please call now.
Kilo Charlie 8 Hotel Delta Papa with a recheck.
Go ahead, Jerry, KC8HDP, take it away.
I have a question for Miss Lucy, KE8YUK. Were those times that you listed UTC?
You go ahead, Miss Lucy. You two go ahead and go direct.
W8WKY.
Now I'm just scared. Yeah, they're UTC.
Okay, for clarification, 0 hours UTC on Eastern Standard Time is 7 p.m. local time here. On daylight savings time, 0 hours is 8 p.m. So it actually would have started on New Year's Eve and ended on New Year's Day.
You know, I'm really glad somebody here knows what they're doing. They should pay you more. You can have my salary. So yeah, anybody still listening? A and D are technically correct, and I will do better research next time. But thank you for catching that. KE8YUK, back to, I don't know if we're going to Dustin or going back to you.
All right there, I think he comes back to me. Let me make sure. Perfect, and thank you to Jerry KC8HDP there for the corrections there. And hey, it's all about fun. That's what we're here for. We're going to say 73 to Jerry. This is KDDPC, and this is the last call for the Beacon Net. Please call now.
KCFQV.
Go ahead, Mark.
Yeah, maybe that was Jerry did. Yeah, I just went and said, I should have looked at the ARL website, because that probably would have been on there, and it is. It says ARL Straight Key Night, January 1, 2025, and it was posted, I think, on Christmas Day. I think that when they posted it. That would have probably been posted a little earlier, but that one, I think it was posted. And the other day, they were talking about Straight Key Nights. I don't know, with a trivia somewhere I was listening. And they were just talking about it. They said, what night is it? Is it, New Year's Eve or? And I thought it was New Year's Day. That's what they said on their website. So it has to be right. It's them because they're the ones sponsoring it. It's KCFQV.
All right there, Mark. Well, thank you for that comment. And with that, Mark was at the bottom of the list. So this is KD8EPC, and that was the last call for the BeaconNet. So on behalf of the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, myself and the BeaconNet crew, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for checking in with us this evening. Come and join us on the next edition of the BeaconNet Sunday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the W8WKY repeater 147.390 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114.8. Allstar Node 48496 and Echolink 8WKY-R. Also, don't forget to check out the Barometer Net every morning at 7 a.m. except for Sunday here on the W8WKY repeater. And don't forget to check out the Boredom Breaker Net every day at noon Central Time over on Allstar Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. They go a couple hours a day, switch net controls at the top of the hour, and welcome rechecks. So check them out if you can. With that, this is KD8EPC returning the repeater to normal amateur use at this time, and I will be clear. 73, y'all.
I'll have to show this to all my friends here in the Tulare area. Kilo Yankee 4, Tango Romeo. Y'all have a fine evening. 3.
KC8FQV, Mark, KK6ULC.
Hey, ULC, KCFQV.
Mark, how you doing? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, Mike. How's things been going? It sounds like they're going pretty okay.
I'm doing all right now. I was sick for about a week, and some kind of Christmas flu. But I feel a lot better now. How about you? How you doing?
Well, I'm okay, other than the cough, and I don't know when it comes. It can come at times, and other times very quiet. Then it'll come at a vengeance. Sometimes it's just be one little bit, but other times it'll be, yeah. But yeah, you came through good. There was a few stations that weren't coming through good, but KCFQV.
That was a fun net. I enjoyed that. I got one answer right, the first one. It ended up being D. And the second one I was wrong. I didn't know people actually threw those confetti. Interesting. A lot of fun. Good net. Did you answer the questions or no?
Yeah, it was, anything can be a question, however you word it. Life is always interesting, how you can bring things to fruition to ask. Like we had cabbage today, sauerkraut, which is cabbage. It just cooked. It's like pickles. You can have pickles. You put them in the vinegar and make them dill. I don't know. Oh yeah, I don't know what cucumbers you cook or not. No, I don't think. Zucchini you do. And of course, you can have, I think, zucchini on a salad line too. Yeah, there's certain fruits you can have them cooked or uncooked. You know, amazing how things occur. You know, you cook tomatoes, you can have tomatoes uncooked. It's an interesting thing that when we start to think about life and the different things occur. Okay, QV.
Hey, you're watching the sauerkraut, though. I'm glad I'm not over there with you, because that gives you nasty, nasty, stinky gas. All right, Mark, I just wanted to say hi, and have a Happy New Year, and a happy, healthy New Year to you and your family. And I'll talk to you soon, I hope. KK6ULC, Mike and Laughlin.
All right, Mike, we will catch you down the line somewhere here. Yeah, so KC8FQV.
Hey, Mark, I forgot to tell you, every night at 11 o'clock on the repeater called the Lake Elsinore repeater, I do the afternoon party. W6CDW-R on Echolink. Whiskey 6, Charlie Delta Whiskey-R, 11 o'clock. And if you're not too busy and still awake, you're not on there. Again, it's W6CDW-R. Take care, Mark.
Okay, I got the whiskey 6. That part I got easy. And what the and I don't care about the -R. I know that. But what was the last 3 after the 6 case of QV?
Yeah, it's Whiskey 6, Charlie Delta Whiskey. Whiskey 6, Charlie Delta Whiskey-R. It's also an Echolink on Allstar 502-500. I'm not sure if you have Allstar or not, but it's W6CDW-R every night at 11 o'clock. Hope to hear you there. Take care, Mark.
W8.
All right, yeah, that's CDW is what I needed to know, because I know Whiskey 6, CDW. All right, KCFQV, I'll be listening and just going down to the side, KCFQV.
For everybody with the sound of my voice, you're all welcome. Mainly for our drivers, but everybody's welcome. A lot of fun. A loosey-goosey net, and I had a lot of fun doing it. Great net. Everybody have a good night. Happy New Year, everybody. KK6ULC, Mike and Laughlin.
This is KG5SYC, the station from Laughlin. Can you come back to me, please?
Howdy, howdy. This is KK6ULC, Mike and Laughlin. Happy New Year.
KG5SYC, back to you. Yeah, I was just kind of curious. Are you in Laughlin, Texas, or where, or are you in Laughlin, Ohio?
Actually, neither. I'm in Laughlin, Nevada, about an hour and a half south of Las Vegas.
Okay. Well, I've heard Laughlin, and there's been several Texas stations in there, and I thought, Texas does have a Laughlin in it too, but it's a pretty popular name. Seems like all states have to copy one or two or many from other states so that they overlap, and they can't be unique and all have their own city names. They all have to have a copycat somewhere. Back to you.
Go ahead. I didn't catch your call sign and your name and where you're located at. Against Mike and Laughlin.
The personal here is Sandy, Kilo Golf 5 Sierra Yankee Charlie, and right now I'm in Ohio, but we live in Texas. That's why I was kind of curious about your Laughlin because I know you came in, and then there was a Texas station that came in, and we're from out of Texas, but we're right now at the present residing in Ohio for a few more days with our daughter.
Yeah, I have a friend of mine who lives in White House, Texas. His name's Pete. ZLW, N5 ZLW. He's the one who made my node, my companion node for talking on IRLP.
Okay. Well, we usually go down Echolink and talk to the people up here in Ohio. We've gotten quite fond of the group that's here in Doylestown, off the Doylestown repeater, and we've met several of them, and they're just fantastic people, and the people in Oklahoma are also fantastic. We went to a ham test there and met up with a lot of them from the border breaker net. There you go. Had to think about what my bees are. They seem to all have the bee in there. So, but that group out of Oklahoma is also a fantastic group. I haven't come across too many hands that aren't decent people.
I'm not sure if you ever heard of my friend Pete. He lives in White House, Texas. A lot of people have never heard of White House, Texas before.
Not sure. It's a really small town. We might go through it and not even know that we went through it. Kind of like from my hometown, which is in Colorado originally, and you blink your eye and you already passed through the town, and you're like, oh, where's Boone at? Well, you passed it on the road going out of town, so there you go. But what part of Texas is that in?
I'm not 100% sure. He tells me all the time, but I forgot. I forgot where it's at. It's in Texas, I know that. It's called White House, Texas. And I've known him quite a while, but I always forget exactly where in Texas it is.
Don't feel bad. Texas is a pretty big state, and sometimes it takes you 2 days to get through it, depending on how you drive. But this is KG5SYT for ID.
65FYT. Nice to hear you out there. Happy New Year to you and your family. A happy, healthy New Year. And hopefully I'll talk to you soon. Like I said, it's on Mark. If you're not too busy, 11 o'clock tonight, California time, is the After Net Party on the Lake Elsinore repeater, W6 Charlie Delta Whiskey -R. Everybody's welcome.
Oh, this is KG5SYC to you. My husband went ahead and looked it up, and it's not too far from the Longview and the border up there of Tyler and that general area, right against the Tyler, Longview, and the border of Texas. So they probably got a good amount of rain and snow up in that area here recently. I know our friends got a little bit there in Longview, and it's been getting a little bit on the cool side there. So I'm expecting to go back to cold, but I guess it won't be any colder than what it is here in Ohio. At any rate, we'll let you go. I just wanted to jump in there and say hey and shoot the breeze and ask whereabouts you were in Nevada it is. This is Kilo Golf 5, Sierra Yankee Charlie. This is Sandy. We'll be clear after yours.
I think he named Bambi, and I remember it was near Tyler, Texas. That's what he told me. All right, and I think your name was Bambi, so have a good night. And again, Happy New Year to you and your family. And hopefully I'll talk to you again. This is KK6ULC, Mike and Laughlin. And I'm going to be switching channels. Have a good night.
W8WKY.
KG5SYC from NU5D. Steve in Gatesville, Texas.
This is KG5SYC and hello, Texas. Yep, we pretty much know where Gainesville is, and that. Yeah, we've been through there a few times ourselves. Since we come up, we drive up to Ohio, and we drive to Colorado, and we drive all over the place. We've explored different routes all weekend, so we like going and taking different ways at times. It gets monotonous going the same way, but sometimes we have a favorite route that we like to take because it gets us here faster, and we have friends that we can spend the night. And when you have a big RV, and you can plan it anywhere. Back to you.
Oh, real fine. I just noticed you were on Allstar and out of Texas, Cibolo. We have a hub. Covers Waco, Temple, Killeen, Fort Hood, and Gatesville. If you're ever interested, I'll give you the note number and stop on by. We got a weekday 3 o'clock in the afternoon net, and not a whole lot of stations. One of the net control, matter of fact, the control for tomorrow is Gale out of Kyle, Texas, which is not too terribly far from your home.
You mentioned Allstar, so does it connect with the Echolink?
Yeah, I said Allstar. We also have Echolink, which ties into Allstar. Echolink is K5CRA for Cove Repeater Association out of Copper's Cove, and K5CRA-L will get you connected at 3 o'clock this time.
All right, if you could repeat that, it's K5, that's what I got because I had to grab a pencil.
Sure, it's K5CRA, Kilowatt 5, Charlie Romeo Sierra. We're out of Copper's Cove, Texas. And anyhow, K5CRA-L and 3 o'clock weekdays.
All right. Well, once we get back into Texas ground and that, maybe we'll look you up on at 3 o'clock. You sit there and said it's on what day?
Monday through Friday. Monday through Friday.
Okay. Well, we might sit there and look, get a connection in there. Sometimes we have the grandsons, and when you have those two busy hands, or four busy hands, we don't get much radio in. We like to go on and talk to Ray and all the group up there in Oklahoma at noontime for the boredom breaker net. And we don't even get onto that one because we've got four busy hands going everywhere, and one is 1.5 and the other one's 3. And boy, they keep Oma and Opa running.
Sounds like you got a handful there. Well, I just want to pass that along. I hope the new year treats you well, and just wish y'all all the best. KG5NIC from NU5D, like a nickel under $5. Again, 7-3.
We might just hop in there, find one of the days that we can get some time. The son's going to school, and we watch the grandsons, and so I'm not sure when their nap time is now because that seems to be switching. So hopefully maybe they'll have a nap time at that time, and we can get in there and say hi at least and log in. It would be fun. At any rate, we'll go ahead and let you go, and you have a good one. 7-3 from Cibolo, and this is Kilo Golf 5, Sierra Yankee Charlie. Back to you, and you can clear.
7-3, Happy New Year.
W8WKY. W8WKY. Repeater PL1 14.8.
Here is November Uniform 5 Delta NU5D.
How you doing? KDEDPC.
No, it's all good. Just looking at a computer screen. IP tables. I don't really feel like messing with it. Probably heading for a mistake, but I like to live dangerously.
Oh man, there you go. I'm just recuperating from the net there. I sat in my chair too long, had to go take a little walk and stretch my legs.
I got in, I guess, no excuse. I just got in too late, and
Oh, I think I lost you there, Steve. Our hub's been having problems all night. I'm going to have to get hold of the technical committee and have them do a reset on it, I think.
well, let me try this again. My timer bit. The schedule goes off at 10:45, and it did what it's supposed to.
W8WKY.
There you go. I got you now. Yeah, you started talking, then you cut off. I wasn't sure if it was my hub or if it was on your end. Our hub here over on the 3.9's been acting up all night, but I think it might just need a reset or something.
Well, we've got a Vulture hub. A bot decided a couple of days ago to come play. And anyhow, I have a friend that's a lot more knowledgeable than I on hubs and internet and all that. Long and short, we were getting bang, 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 bang probes on the SSH port to the extent that it forced Asterisk to crash. And one of the bad things that happened, favorite INI file got corrupted. And so I'd go to connect to something, click on it, and everything would disconnect. Had corrupted. And also I forgot to turn disconnect before connect off. Anyhow, it was fun.
Man, that's crazy the things bots will attack nowadays. Yeah, I don't really know much about our hub here. That's not my forte. There's a technical committee for that. I just know that I can get in and dump things if I need to or connect things if I need to, so that's all I know there. But usually works pretty well. I don't know if we were having internet issues, but I know it was pretty gargly tonight and during parts of it, so don't know, but I'm going to ask them about it. But seems to be behaving now. You were coming in just fine. I don't know. I haven't checked on my personal node, but it's been acting up anyway itself. So always something there. But I really enjoy Allstar. I'll tell you what. I'm limited on what I can have for antennas, so I can't really put much up for HF. So it's nice to be able to get here on Allstar and talk all around the country with friendly folks there.
Well, what got me going with Allstar, I had COVID a few years ago, spent 14 days in ICU, and made it out, came out the front door. One of those deals where about 4 days into it, they were going to I can't even say the word intubate, and put me down for a while, put me on dialysis and all that kind of mess. The stats were at the point where my organs were starting to fail. And next morning, it went from 62 to 64 and started climbing. So out of that, and then son of a gun, if I got home pretty well recovered, blood poisoning hit me. And that was by far worse. Went out in the farm. We got a little farm, hay crop and such, and had pulled a diesel tank off an old tractor, had a leak in it. And the next morning I couldn't walk. And I thought it messed up my back, but it turned out that blood poisoning had caused infection in the muscle in my back, and it got into my spine. I went from baling hay and working to unable to walk.
Wow, that's unimaginable. I've got back problems, so I feel you, but man, I can't imagine having blood poisoning and doing that. That's wow. You're lucky to be recovered from that. That's wild.
Well, how this all connects, I was laid up. I couldn't, seriously, I went for climbing hours. I've got a 180-foot self-supporting out here at the farm. And I had just gone up and hung an antenna for a DMR repeater, something like that. And anyhow, a few weeks later, I couldn't walk. And then it was having to use a wheelchair, having to use a walker and all that. But anyhow, the long and short is, while I was unable to go out and mess with the farm, sitting here at the desk and looking at a screen, I decided, well, I learned how to put together a WinLink node and Allstar, DMR repeaters, stuff like that. Little things, I could pick up a soldering iron and mess with. And I spent better part of a year getting familiar with that. My background, I owned a two-way radio shop and actually started as a service tech for a common carrier back in 1975. So I've been commercially licensed two-way radio and then got my ham ticket in 78. And I've worked with comm stuff pretty much all my life so far.
All right, very cool. I'm a fan of two-way radio. Actually, I'm not much. I'm more of an appliance operator, really. I'm terrible at soldering, but my favorite thing as far as build projects is I like using Motorola radios and turning them into Allstar Nodes.
There you go. Well, back in the mid-'80s, I had a Master Pro GE playing DPL with a Paratronics board. At the time, everybody tone-coded squelch. Moto came out with their community repeaters and digital private line, which locked out everybody else. And what I did, I took a GE phase modulated job even, and built a varactor modulator and actually ran DPL on probably wasn't FCC approved, but it worked pretty well. So I've been around that stuff. I was probably the largest factory unauthorized moto shop around for a long time. Started, working on tube type moto and stuff like that, dynamotor, and all that mess. Later on, it got to the point where wasn't a whole lot you could do in the field, but anyhow, I've been around it all, I guess.
So then that short jaunt there where you were building projects now turned into what's now the Vulture Hub?
Well, the local club wanted Echolink, and an Allstar Node is a backdoor approach to Echolink. So I donated all this mess to the Cove Club. The Raspberry Pi, and I don't use Raspberry Pis anymore. I learned to get beyond that, but Raspberry Pi and Allstar ASL 2.0. And anyhow, of course, it was behind a double net, so to get access to Echolink, I built a cloud hub, and, well, if I can join one, all of a sudden I saw a spoke and wheel, so learned how to put together a Vulture hub, and we're moving over to RackNerd, but how to do remote cloud stuff over.
All right, very cool. Good stuff. I've got to tell you, I really like the new AL 3.0. Like I said, I'm an appliance operator, and I can even use it.
You now, are you again on a?
Can I log into what now? At the very end, your transmission got cut off.
No, I was just wondering if you had a computer open where you a web browser and go to a particular address. So that's AIMD.
Well, in front of me, I got the desktop, I got the laptop to the left, and the MacBook to the right. They were set on web browsers. Stand by, let me open one up.
Okay. Well, I've got two screens, and I got 32-inch on the wall, which makes it a lot easier to look at. And the it's pretty simple. It's 3 words: cloud.nu5d, November Uniform 5 Delta.org, and then a colon, and 81. And that is cloud.nu5d.org is a hosted router, and colon 81 is port 81 out.
Okay, all right, I see right. That's cool. Boy, this is a different one. I've not seen a I was saying, this is your list stations connected to your node right now?
Yeah. Oh, let's see. I'm for this one. It's still running Debian 9. This is older. I'm going to just got another cloud that got 3.0 on it, but this one is running 2.0.06 on Debian 9. I've got to upgrade it. But you could, instead of the slant all scan, you could slant Supermon, and that'll give you the same stuff with a different dashboard.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, I was going to say this definitely isn't the same dashboard I look at when I connect to my stuff. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I've thought about getting my own, making my own hub node because I share internet with my neighbor, and unfortunately, they don't want me having any port forwarding.
Nerd, and League of RAM, and I can't remember the machine. It's being $5 a year. Got a something like that. And anyhow, $25 a year, you get the high performance machine, 50 gig of space, and an IP address, and then you don't. And another way to go about it, it's 44 address tunnel to it.
All interesting ideas, because right now I'm not running any of my nodes with the Motorola's because I can't control them from when I'm away from home. I used to have a node set up at my brother's house for a long time, and that one was really good. The one day the radio got stuck in transmit, and I shut it off, but the radio was fatal after that. But I don't know. I don't really use my nodes all that much, honestly. Most of the people I want to talk to connect to the repeater and talk to me, so there you go. But back during COVID, I used nodes a lot more. I was on there, 12 or more hours a day on the radio just chatting with my buddies, and that's when I became close with the Oklahoma guys. Those guys in Tulsa, I've actually, we've road tripped down there to visit them before.
Well, I'm going to take care of your remote problems. There is a free, you can have up to 25 clients on it, free remote desktop called Zero Tier. Let me get your call sign again. I'm bad on that, and I'll look up your email and I'll send you a link. What this does on your phone or your laptop or whatever, you run client software, and on your node, as long as you're not running a Pi 0, Pi 3 or Debian or what have you, Zero Tier. And what it does, off of your laptop on your LAN, you get a local address that with this app will take you to a VPN, and you can access your dashboard from anywhere without having to do port forwarding over.
Oh, very good there. Yeah, definitely send me that link there. The call sign is KD8EPC Kilo Delta 8 Echo Papa Charlie. And email is just my call sign at Gmail.
Okay, I apologize for getting Eric crossed up on net control this evening. Yeah, I've got your address. You do, if you have a firewall, you need to open, I think, 9313 or something like that on IP tables. But in essence, you install the software on your node. My nodes, by the way, I've been using WSDL 3040s, but any computer running Linux will work for a Node, $3 sound card, and wire it to your radio. I don't care if it's a Moto or GE or who cares, whatever radio. And that's how I build my nodes. So you can build a node. You know, you can use an SA818. I think they're $10, $3 sound card and a junk computer, and you've got an Allstar node.
Oh, absolutely. I usually use for my nodes, I've been using a Pi 3 or Pi 3B, and then I'm using these things my buddy sent me. They're called the StarTech fob, and they take those they're like little sound card, and then there's a printed circuit board under it with some capacitors and resistors and a couple LEDs on it. And one side has a USB that goes to the Pi. The other side has a 9-pin DIN connector, and then that side goes out to your radio. They're pretty neat, and it's just I take that and I plug it into the 16-pin connector on the back of my Motorola's. I got a bunch of CDM 750s sitting around here I've been using lately because I got them cheap at Dayton a couple years ago.
Those are nice. I've got a 750 in a box. I've been using GE mixes because I've got a bunch of them and they're easy to work with and I can program them. And they're diecast. Yeah, it doesn't matter what radio. Instead of the StarTechs, I buy a $3 sound card. I think buying 10 at a time, I can get it for $279 off eBay. I cut air and I take the jacks off of them, so I've got space. And then I solder a number 30 wire to pin 13 for the press to talk, and pin 52 is the COS. And then I take on the press to talk, I take a 5.6K resistor to the base. Emitters tied to a ground, and the collector goes to press to talk, and then a resistor for audio in, another one for speaker out, and the ground wire. So 4 wires to your CDM and a $3 sound fob.
And I've seen instructions to do that. I've never been good at soldering. Kind of embarrassing. I've been a ham since 2006, and my solder joints would not pass many tests. I mean, I could do it out of necessity, but it's ugly and it's not very good. I've never been good at soldering, but I guess if I really put my mind to it and actually tried, I'd probably not be so bad at it.
Bill Gibson was a Waco ham. His son was Joe Gibson, N5BAA. Joe started out as a jeweler, and of course soldering gold and that kind of stuff in the jewelry business. Got interested in his daddy's hobby as a ham operator and got into SCADA, system control and data acquisition, SCADA Joe. And anyhow, his saying on soldering was the bigger the glob, the better the job. Unfortunately, about 10 years ago, colon cancer took him out.
Well, that is unfortunate there, but yeah, you know, that theory sounds about right. That's about how my soldering is. Big old globs, but it's mechanically sound, I suppose.
Just takes practice. Well, I better go ahead and knock it down, and it's it's 11 o'clock here, so you are up late. Anyhow, I don't have anything in the morning, so I can fiddle around a little bit. Dustin, it has been nice visiting with you. I will, what is on DMR PiStar, to get the PiStar dashboard remote, a guy wrote a how to do it, but the same thing applies to Allstar or anything like that. And by the way, I don't use Raspberry Pis. I use an x86 processor. And Debian 12 is easy to work with. The install works really well, and I don't have to mess with it. And you can put it on any computer. You don't have to mess with Pi. I'm not anti-Pi, but it's more convenient to take a $15 point-of-sale computer and have a regular x86 machine, and I can change the eMMC cards. They come with an 8, and I put in some 64 gigs, so it's not difficult to change the eMMC, not hard disk, but the disk out of them, if you will.
I'll tell you what, if you have a write-up on how you did that, if you'd send it to me in your email, I would appreciate that, because these pies are getting harder to come by at a reasonable price, so I would definitely be open to using something different there. So, yeah, send me that information, too. That would be interesting. And I'll tell you what, Steve, it's been good. I really appreciate you chatting with me tonight. And it's a little after midnight, but I'm off again one more day tomorrow, so I could stay up a little bit late, too. Steve, thanks again. Thanks for linking up to us for the BeaconNet. I really do appreciate it, and so does the whole team there. So I'll say 73 to you for now. Have a good night, and we'll catch you there down the log. This is KD8EPC, and I'm clear on your final.
Hey, and anytime y'all want to link up with us, 559-820, we have a 3 o'clock afternoon, 3 o'clock Texas time, just kind of a get-together net, Monday through Friday. Stop on in, stay a while if you want to. You're always welcome. And I will get you an email out probably in the morning, Dustin. So, KD8EPC, it's been a lot of fun. NU5D, like a nickel under $5. We'll see ya.
Kilo Juliet 5, India Alpha India, monitoring.